everyone, this is Elisa from Anaya's Toy Box Crochet, and I'm here to tell you what I've been up to. Thank you so much for coming. I do love showing off my makes, and I'm so glad you come and see them. You can find me on social media as Anaya's Toy Box. I am on Instagram, Facebook, Ravelry, and Etsy. So I've started structuring my my videos a little differently. I make small or smallish clips daily-ish, not quite daily, and show you my progress throughout the week, and then I stitch them together and I make this video. So here it is, what have I been up to? Hello my friends, it is Sunday and I thought I'd just pop in and show you what I've been doing. So I have been working on this rectangular, I forget what it was called, but it's a V-stitch virus stitch combo. Again, it doesn't really work. You need an odd number for here and it doesn't work. So I fudged it because I really wanted a rectangular version. It's not for me, but I still wanted to make a rectangular version. So here it is. It is not very big. And I was going to use 3 balls of yarn, which is 2 of these mandala ombres. As you can see, I've used a lot of it. This is in the colorway Cold, I believe. Whatever. I'm pretty sure it's in the colorway Cold. And I had 2 of them, and I thought I'd make the 2. And then I have a light gray from Hirschner's Worsted 8, and I'll use that. And I definitely will use those 3, meaning this that I've already used and the rest of this. And the Hirschner's 8, but I'm actually thinking if it isn't big enough to be like a kid-sized blanket, then I might add a black yarn to it. I haven't decided yet because I haven't gotten there yet. I'm still making this. But I am enjoying it, and I'm glad I'm making it. I don't enjoy the fact that I have to fudge here every time I start a new virus stitch thing, but it's okay. It's getting along. I do like it a lot. And I will have a rectangular blanket after this, which I like. So what else have I been doing? I have been working on the bag. I already showed you the other panel yesterday or last week's video. So I'm not taking that one out right now. This is the one I've been working on. I was here last time I showed you this panel. And I got to do a little bit more to get up to where I was on the other one. And I am using a turtle stitch from this, from a crochet book that I have. And I'm using this yarn, Lion Brand 24/7 cotton, and the colorway is Rose. I've had this ball for a while, as you could tell by the label, because the label has changed. But all my 24/7, I don't have too much more left, but whatever I have left, I've had for a minute. But yes, this is the 2 things I've been working on today. I feel better today than I did yesterday. If you watched last week's video, you might know that I have a cold. I feel a lot better right now. I have, I forgot to show you. I was here last time I showed it to you, right at the beginning of the virus stitch. The stitches, the rounds are getting bigger. I have not worked at all on the shawl, so I'm not showing it to you. But I did buy a pattern, and I'm kind of excited about it. I'll tell you, I will need to figure out some stuff to make it. But I bought it anyways, and hopefully I'll be trying it soon. It's for a top. It's for a top, and I really, really like it. I found it on Etsy. We'll see if I can make it. Well, I will make it, but it calls for worsted weight yarn, and I don't think I could do that. Worsted weight yarn makes a thick top, and I get hot. I get hot in them very quickly. So I have to figure out how to make it with a 3-weight yarn, and then after that, there's some parts of it that I'd like to change because it's kind of off the shoulders, and I'm not going to wear it off the shoulders. So I have to change a little bit here and there. But I got it and I'm excited. And hopefully in the next few weeks, you'll see me starting it. I have to buy yarn for it too. Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hello, my friends. It is Wednesday, and I thought I'd pop in and show you what I've been doing. I am feeling a lot better. Not 100%, but I'm feeling a lot better. I went to work today, which I didn't on Monday. Tuesday was off anyways, for me anyways. And I'm back again today. I didn't get to film yesterday, but I did do it because I just didn't feel up to it. But I did do a whole lot of crocheting. If you can see, right there is where my stitch marker is. I finished all of the mandala ombres, and then I started on the Hirschner's 8, and I finished it. And my intention was I would just get it as far as the Hirschner's 8, and then it'd be done, but I did not get to finish the repeat. I finished the V-stitch places, and I suppose it's okay to stay here, but I did want to end it with the virus. So I pulled out a black that I have. This is Premier Basics, and hopefully I do have more black. Like I have a Hirschner's 8 in black. So if it's not enough to finish the next, I have this much left, this thickness from here to there, which is 3 rows of the complete 3 sets of viruses. So each virus is 4 rows. So 4, 8, 16 is how much? No, 4, 8, 12. What is wrong with my math? 4, 8, 12 is my number, is it? You know what? I'm going to cut this out. I'm rambling. I have 3 rows of these viruses left to go. Ah. Do I have 3 or 4? What the heck? I think I did an extra 1. Why is there... I did an extra row of viruses that I didn't need to do. Oh well, it's there. I'm not changing it. I should have actually started the V-stitch setup on this row instead of doing an extra virus. But it is what it is. I'm going to do 2, maybe 3, now that I've not kept to the pattern of 3 virus patterns per section. I'll do whatever it, to finish it. So if the ball finishes at 2 rows of viruses, I'll do 2, or 2 sets of viruses, I will do 2. But yeah, that's where I am. A little rambly, but that's where I am. I also finished this. This is the turtle stitch. I got this, the pattern for the turtle stitch out of one of my books, which was 200 crochet stitches. And I decided I'm going to try out a new stitch. So I did the turtle stitch. And if you could see, it's a very textured stitch. In real life, you could really, really see it. Yeah, so I have no stitch marker here because I made a mistake. Excuse me. Because what I showed you before, I had to frog it all. When I was making the second panel, because I had not planned on making a second panel completely at the beginning, so I didn't pay attention. I didn't write down how much I chained at the beginning. So I chained some, put it on top. It looked like it fit, and I continued on. But it turned out it was shorter. Like I had 1 more of these shells that I needed to do to make it fit. So I ended up having to frog it all and restart it. And once I restarted it, I just kept going, finished the entire panel. I wasn't sure I had enough yarn. Turns out I did. I have this much left. I wanted to actually do a row of single crochet here before starting the handle, but I decided not to. I started the handles right away just in case I didn't have enough yarn. Turns out I did have enough yarn, but it is what it is. I am going to start soon. I don't know how soon. one of Crochet by Claire's market bags, because I like using them, because I feel like when you make a scrappy bag out of it, it looks really, really good. And I have some scraps of yarn that I can make one of those bags out of, and I will soon. I don't know when soon, but I will soon. All right, I'm going to pause it so I can show you my next project. All right, so this is my next project, which is the octagon blanket that I am working on. I told you I wanted to figure out how I can make it, attach the yarn to the top so it's like this all the way through instead of having to put in half hexes. I have not figured it out. If you can see right here, this is kind of like that, but this is not. See, there's going to be this, so there's 3 sides that are going to be free as opposed to the 2 sides here. I really am at a loss. I am not sure how to do it like this. This is going to require half hexes for sure. And I'm okay with that. It's just I wanted to see if I could make one without the half hexes. And it doesn't seem like I can. I probably have to start at the center to do that. But whatever. It's still a really pretty blanket. But here it is so far. I weaved in ends up till this one. And I have all of these where I have to weave in the ends. And I'm going to start the next row. But this is what I have so far. I did work a little bit on this. I'm thinking, I don't know where I was last time I showed it to you. Over here, maybe over here, possibly over there. I don't remember. I should put a stitch marker. I think I'll put a stitch marker on this. Or when I start the new hexie, I'll put a stitch marker on that. So I could say, hey, that's where I started. Since I am going row by row, I could do that. Yeah. I wonder if I should do a half hexie right now and attach it. And then put the next one. Oh, whatever. I'm just thinking out loud. The last thing I wanted to show you is I started a new amigurumi. This is from the Pika Pao book. It is a giraffe. This is going to be the muzzle of the... Excuse me. As you can see, I am not well yet. I did pause it before I coughed, so I don't have to cut it out. But here we are. It's the muzzle. I'm not near that anymore yet. I am still working on just, this part. But I am enjoying it. I am very distracted, maybe because I'm sick or maybe just because I am. And I'm jumping from projects a lot. So I work on the blanket, then I work on this, and then I work on this, and then I work on the bag. This meaning the second blanket. And that's what I've been doing. So I have not worked on my shawl. I still have a doll I'm making. I don't know if you guys remember that, but I still have a doll I'm making. I have a lot of projects to work on, and I keep jumping, and I have ideas for new stuff. So we'll see what ends up happening. I don't want to have a UFO. Hopefully I won't have a UFO. But anyways, that's what I'm going to show you today. I feel another cough going, so I'm going to say goodbye before I start coughing again. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Okay, it is Thursday, my last filming day, and I thought I'd show you what I've been doing. Honestly, not much because, I've been out and about today. So yesterday after I filmed, I wasn't ready to go to sleep, so I was thinking, what should I crochet? And I have a whole bunch of projects that I could have chosen. Instead, I chose to start a new one. This is the bag I'm working. I'm working a cat stitch bag. So I watched the video from Bagaudet, and I started this cat stitch bag. And I had this purple. I have maybe one skein. This skein, I don't remember if I used it or not, but it is caked up, which gives me the impression that I might have used a little bit, like a very little, or I might have caked it up for a project and then started a project with it and then frogged it. And so I caked it up. So I don't know if I have a full skein of this purple, but I have some of it. This green, I have a full skein of. But puff stitches take a lot of yarn. So I added this gray, which is a comfy Lion Brand comfy cotton. I have two of these cakes, and honestly, I'm not going to use all of one cake. I don't think. I've already gotten this far. This is a very fast to make. I decided to work like 2 panels at one time. Sorry, this room is full. If you hear background noises, I apologize. But you know, life keeps on living. So I am making it like it is 2 panels, but I'm making it in the round. What does that mean? If you watch the video, you'll find that it ends, every row ends with 3 double crochets and starts with 3 double crochets. And so this side has 3 double crochets here and ends at 3 double crochets. And on the other side, this one also has 3 double crochets and ends with 3 double crochets. So I'm treating them like 2 panels, but working on the round. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm holding it upside down. This is what it looks like. I definitely saw the cat on Bag O' Day's version. And I had a hard time seeing the cats in this one. And I kept on showing my daughter. I'm like, do you see the cat? Do you see the cat? And she's like, yeah. And now that I'm holding it to the camera, I do see the cats. But I feel like she's like nodding at me. Yeah, the cats are there. Yeah. But I feel like maybe because I got too into doing the stitch work, I couldn't see the cats. But this green one, you could really make it out. Right? So this is what I worked on. And that's it. That's all I've worked on. I hope that's all I worked on this thing. Today, I guess. I worked on it yesterday. So yarn stuff done. I'm going to give you a little life update. My son last week fell in the recess and hurt his hand. I don't think I talked about it on the channel, but he fell and hurt his hand. And I kind of dismissed it when the nurse called me and said he hurt his hand because my daughter always fell. Like I was getting 2 times a week a call from the nurse.
Oh, I remember that.
What?
I remember that.
You do remember that? Yes. So when she was little, she was falling all the time. So I kind of dismissed it. They said they iced it, and if he has pain, we should take him to the emergency room. So I said, okay. And they're like, do you want to come early? I'm like, no, I'm coming after work. Anyways, in my defense, there was only 10 minutes left for work. So I wouldn't have come picked him up super early anyways. It would be 10 minutes before school ended. But anyways, I finished work, went to pick him up, and I saw he's holding his hand like this. Stiff, not moving it, just holding it like this. And then I got scared. And so I'm like, you know what? We're not going home. We're going to the urgent care. So we walked over to the urgent care. And there's one like really close to our house. In between the school and home, there is an urgent care. But we went to another one because in my experience, they don't have a X-ray technician in this one. So they always sent us somewhere far to get the X-rays done. So I went to a different one and that one closed down. So we came back to this one and I'm like, okay, they'll send us to the far one, but whatever, you need to get it looked at. Luckily, they hired and used X-ray technician. So they were able to do it on site. They did the X-ray and told us that he has a fracture on his wrist. So I was bummed. They give him a brace, a splint, I'm not sure what it is called. And he had to wear it for who knows how long, but they wanted him to do a follow-up with a pediatric orthopedic doctor. So they're going to make the appointment and let me know. These two are really distracting me here. They're miming stuff to each other. Okay, so they made the appointment. And the next day I get a call from the urgent care place and they're like, well, actually, we're not sure that it's a fracture. I'm like, why not? And they're like, you know, the fracture is just showing up on one film, so it might not be a fracture. And I'm like, oh, that's good. When are we going to find out? And they're like, a week because you can't take another x-ray because of the radiation until the next week. So they set me up with an appointment, which was today, which is why I haven't been crocheting much. Can you stop that? And you're making the whole place squeak too. Stop it. My husband is doing this on purpose. You know what? Do you guys need to hear the story? He's saying no. He wants me to stop. And he's just distracting me like crazy. But let me finish the story for any of you who are interested. We went to the orthopedic doctor today. And they redid the x-rays. And they did not find the crack that they saw in the other x-ray. They had a copy of the old x-rays. And they looked at it and they didn't see it in today's one. But his hand is still hurting. His hand is still hurting, but it's not hurting on his wrist. They actually moved the bone that was supposedly fractured, and he felt no pain whatsoever, but his hand is hurting right here. And what I think is my child is, come here, sweetie. He's 10 years old, but he is tall. And show your hands. Look at these hands. Look at them. This is a tiny, tiny little wrist, but look at this. This is so big. I feel like they gave him a brace that fit his tiny, tiny little wrist, but not his big hands. And so there, it was putting pressure here, and he's had this, and he got a cut from it. And it's been constant pressure over here, only taking it off during showers. And that's why he's hurting over. This is the other hand, by the way. He's hurting on the other hand. He's hurting over here. So they gave him a new brace. It's much, much roomier on the thumb area. Sorry, am I twisting you in different ways?
Yes.
It's much roomier on the thumb area. So hopefully there's nothing wrong with his hands, but they just want to be really safe. So he's not allowed to go back to basketball. Not that he got hurt during basketball. He got hurt during kickball. He's not allowed to play
It's
kickball.
also blue.
And
The inside's blue. Let's go.
the inside of his brace is blue. He's not allowed to go back to kickball. He's not allowed. He hasn't done his basketball classes in a bit. But I still think it's good news because most likely he's still hurting because the brace was too small. And I will let you know, but I'm pretty sure he doesn't have a fracture anywhere. And that is such a huge relief. Now, I don't know if I'm going to keep this on the thing because that man, he distracted me so much. He was dancing behind the camera. Anyways, it's good news. I just thought I'd share it with you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. I know that story came out so bad because he's still dancing. He's still dancing there. Oh my God. Yes, he is. Anyways. Anyways, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more from me, please subscribe. Bye.